Hello. Welcome to Ruby Thursday. I'm Melissa Wanish. And first off, it is definitely a special day here in America. It's called Veterans Day. And so I just want to shout out to all the veterans in any country. And just, thank you for your service. So, all right. And so, welcome. If you are brand new, then we're going to be jumping right into a project. So you probably want to look back at other live coding sessions, but hey, you might find some fun stuff in here. Usually, this channel is devoted to Ruby tutorials, but I've been working on an NFT project, and especially live coding the front end, which we've done in React that we are injecting into an HTML page. So that is what I'm going to continue working on today. Feel free to ask me any Ruby questions if you've come here for that, or any kind of coding questions or questions about the project. So the project again is adultfantasy.io. Nothing naughty, super fun. A send up to Adult Swim, 90s comics. And it's all drawn by my wonderful husband, Todd. They're going to be, I think we've announced how many characters. Maybe I'll just save the number. But they're a series of characters that he's drawn and he's been showing off on his live stream. So if you want to just come more learn about the project, if you're coming here from my list or my YouTube subscribers, head on over to adultfantasy.io and join the Discord and learn all about it, about owning a little bit of the blockchain, and something really cool that's gonna be really fun. So, and we have announced our mint date. So if you are on the pre-sale whitelist, that starts December 4th, and then the general sale a week later, December 11th, right? I should I should be sure of these things. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and get started. We only have an hour, so I will share a little bit of what I've been up to the past week, and then dive into the error handling as promised. But I do want to show a little bit. Um, Screen, the beer screen. All right, hopefully that works out. Okay, so again, leave any comments, and I will try to handle them. All right, so I started up a test, but I would love to show off. It took me a little bit. This smaller. So we're going to be doing. I added some pollings, right? So that the site will update in real time. It's a second for some of the polling, half a second for other, so that you can see when it started. You don't have to refresh your page all the time. And then we're going to keep polling for how many tokens have been purchased, and so you can show how many are left. And as well, I actually have two sections of the website, that there's a little banner up top where there's like a connect to wallet button. And if you have connected your wallet, it says buy now, then it would scroll down just a little bit down the page to get to your, mint section. Um, and so the two of them, since they're injected separately, have to keep listening. Oh, are we connected to wallet? Are we connected to wallet? So I did that too. But I did the polling. I think that's just. I put the polling up here. Yes. So this is just an example. It's waiting. It's making sure that that's set. If not, go. Don't do any of this. And then So we're looking for the supply and how many the reserve cards are available. I just, in the middle of the week, I was like, oh yeah, that doesn't count into the full sale count. So I have to kind of remove those. Um, and so we're waiting and we checking and we're updating it when we need to. So that's total supply and start time. Just keep looking. And then I do have some conditionals to make sure, like, if it's already past the start time, then we don't start polling. It's not needed. So that was kind of a big chunk I finished off this week. And maybe another couple little things, but let's go ahead and move on to the pre-sale form test. The first error handling I was going to put in is if your boarding group, that's kind of what I've called it. I think we're also calling it faction. So if you're the order in which we're rolling out that whitelist is by your faction, and so just want to make sure that if you think it's your turn and it's not. I mean, I'll have a little. I've added putting in that message. That's what we started last week actually, and that was in sales status, right? Um, it's also polling. Oh, that's where it was. um, no, mint button. Sorry, mint button is where we show that little message. And so, but I think we're fading that in now. I kind of forget where I put it, guys. Sorry. I only have it on pre-sale. Duh. When you get to the mint. When you get to mint, we don't say that at all. Let's go to pre-sale form. There we go. And here we go. Set boarding group, and it'll be set, and then the text depends on where you are here. So, even if you miss this and you're like, oh, I think it's my turn. But good morning, Jeffrey. Thank you for joining in. Um, so if you're like, oh, I think it's my turn, but it's not, I don't want you to have to spend any gas at all to find out. We do have checks on that side too, but we're going to check it before we even call to the contract and serve back an error if it's not your turn yet. So we're just going to check that today. So it turns an error if you're not allowed yet. Um, and I looked up a little bit how to do this in Jest, and it's mocking the purchase token to throw an error. All right, it's going to throw an error. Your faction cannot mint yet. And so, because it's going to be two, and maybe only one is allowed right now. And by now, and then I think this expectation, I guess we could have it called with, but then I have to finish off here. And we want to make sure that error message is showing, that I'm handling the error on the React side and showing the message. So do I have example of, okay, await screen find by text, and then we'll change the text. And it would be this. Have it going between. There we go. All right, between double quotes and non-double. I'll put in a linter eventually. All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. He's got a few minutes. He's heading to his next job. All right. Thank you. Thanks for coming on. Yep. So let's get this running. Let's see where the terminal is. Okay, so test. And then let's just do this one file so that we don't have to wait for all the other ones. There's not too many other ones. It's still fairly small app, but how about, I think it's 12 now. Okay, we should have a failure. Yes, the other 9 still pass. That's good. Right, exactly the spot where I was hoping. All right, so the test itself is set up. Um, and it's not having any errors setting those things. But yeah, we're not throwing this error yet. All right, so the first thing we need to do is have the function actually throw the error. And I do have some documentation loaded up here that I was looking at a little bit, and even how to set up the test. So we're gonna throw throw that error. Sorry, it gets so big on this bigger screen. Um, throw statement, throws a user defined exception. All right. So we're gonna try and catch, and then we'll do something with that. But oh, I don't guess we're gonna catch it. I think we're just gonna throw it and let React handle it, because there's error handling functionality in React. And I know it's React 16, we're a little further along than that, but there's something called error boundaries now. So it's listening for any errors, right? And then it's going to change the state to have an error, and we'll probably go ahead and put in that error message because I want to have it handle all kinds of errors. So we'll just, has error, true or false, and then we'll probably put the error message, and that's what will get shown um, in uh, some way. All right, so first we got to throw this thing. I don't think we're going to catch it. I think we're just going to throw. If it is, and then basically our big throw thing, and then our message. So I think that's all we got to do. So that would be in our blockchain helper, because we've called purchase token mint pass. Uh-oh. Right, that's what we've called. I think that may be not what is that what we're mocking? Let's just double check. No, look how we're mocking purchase token. Hmm. Oh, I see. We called it purchase token mock, but it is actually the call purchase token. Excellent. All right, just making sure. I just tried to make that shorter, but it was confusing. So maybe I should rename it if I can't even remember what it's doing, but we'll leave it for now. All right, so here we are in call purchase token mint pass. And then we added to the contract a public thing, and this I think is new from last week. Boarding group invited. So we have a public variable on the contract, on the smart contract, and we're just going to keep incrementing the number as each faction can then mint. So it's just going to come back as a number. And so here it is, and then that. I wonder if I should, because I've already called this. I think it might make more sense because this pre-sale form knows what boarding group is there. Right, that's already in its state. So let's just pass it through as opposed to calling it again. So we have to update our call and then we'll send in the boarding group invited. Is that what? I think that's what we finally settled on last week. Let me go copy paste. Let's get this closer over here. Everything else, I'm not sure I need sales status, but we might add some stuff there. Uh, the error handling is really when actions are taken, so that's the pre-sale form and the mint. So we'll just keep there. All right, so what did we call it? Boarding group value. Oh, well, let's call it that. And then later, was it invited? Set boarding group invited. That's the over here. That's what we called it over here. This that guy. All right, but that's not the actual state. So let's keep it to what it's coming in, what it is. All right, boarding group value. So let's do a check. Before we do anything to the purchase, let's say if the board, then what I just copied, boarding group value is less than, right? No, greater than, because you're leader. Uh, it's so funny. I can do a lot of complicated stuff, and then it's less than a greater than. Sometimes I really have to pause. Excuse me, I'm gonna cough. Excuse me. If the boarding group value is greater than the no, yeah, it's greater than no, the mint pass board. If the boarding group is greater than the boarding group value, that is what I want. I'm telling you, less than equals to. If the boarding group is less than the boarding group value, yeah. Let's talk it out one more time. If the boarding group is greater than the boarding group value, right? Then why is this up? Oh, okay, it's caught up. If the boarding group coming in, I think maybe I renamed this current. That might help. It might be a naming thing here, right? Current boarding group value. Maybe we'll rename it over here as well. Or allow, yeah, current. Let's just go with current. Jeffrey is sharing that 50 options always mess with me, even when I know what it is. For example, left and right. It could be this or that, but which one? It's this, it's that. I'm always like using my hand as well, because just in case I'm saying the wrong word, like the hand is really what people look, kind of out of the corner of their eye when they're driving. And I'm navigating. Luckily, my husband has learned the hand is the source of truth, even if I'm trying to say the word. All right, so I think we're going to change it to current boarding group value, because I think that um, it's always kind of good to to look at your code again when you're early in the morning. You're like, oh, I don't know what that means, so let's rename it. All right, so let's change it to current. There we go. Escape. All right, so the current boarding group value, if the boarding group coming in is greater than the current boarding group value, we're going to throw, and then we're going to put this message in again. Your faction cannot mint yet. Come on back later. Okay. What? Expect an error object to be thrown. Object. Oh, okay. Like a new error? Like new error. I've seen that in some of the things too. Okay. All right. Throw the new error, and there it is. Okay. So great. It's doing that now. Um, it should stop everything else. Now we have to feed that in also to our test. Um, okay. All right. Bye, Jeffrey. Thank you for coming by. Have a good day. Yeah. Happy coding or doing whatever you're doing. So thanks for coming by. All right. So we gonna and then at the end it needs to get called with, and we're gonna have to change our tests because they're all gonna fail now. Let's see. Do we have that set at all? Well, it's 2. No, 1. Right now, the boarding group value is 1, and that's what we want it to be. I think I'm gonna set that here. Const current boarding group value equals 1. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm about to use it. Thanks. All right, current. Yep. Okay. So current boarding group value. All right. And it's coming in with 2, so it should do that. And then so that our tests don't all start. I wonder, entered by now it's clicked. Do I need it before? It's going to be, I could always clean these up later. Right now we're just going to be we're just going to be putting that in. Oh, okay. So there's just 2 of this right now. Okay. What else does it? Wait a second. All right, that's just showing like rendered stuff. Right. Okay, sounds good. So it's just the 1. All right, and so we've put it in, and now we put it into the actual form that we're going to send that to it. Call this with, and then I think we're gonna make it easier to read here. I know I should. Last time I tried to put in a linter. Oh, that was for the contract stuff, though. I should really put in a linter for the React stuff. It does speed up stuff quite a bit. And then we called it current good value. All right. So we're going to call it with all those things. And then to right. Okay. So that's good. Now we're probably still failing. I just want to check and make sure it's not like failing in some other way. Oh, wait. Is it still not quite there yet? Hello. I'm on the live coding. W- Would he just brought me a sandwich? Would you mind bringing me more coffee? Thank you. All right. So, hey, it's live. Okay. So something about the test is still not quite right. So, um, uh, let's see. So it's not been called with. Maybe something else in the test needs to be set up for that. Um, so let's see. Um, we need to mock. We need to mock the response from setting that value for the boarding group. So mock boarding group. Yeah. No, I don't want to mock boarding group invite. Do I want to group invited? Yeah, I do. That is exactly what I want to mock. Thank you. That's up further when we were doing the other showing who's allowed the text anyway. So I had this just here. Oh, up here. Value. Well, I want it to be 1, so I could copy paste this one. Copy. We need that. All right. Wait. What did I do? Oh, okay. I just added lines there. Okay. And then good purchase token. Okay. So does it go back to not showing the no, it's still not doing that. Okay. Current boarding. If we mock. Oh. Um, it is a render thing, right? So, um, is that coming from? Aha. I wasn't doing this in. Oh, I just have forgot it. No, that's it. Here. This is probably failing now because we're sending. I think that we're sending that from the props. Right. So that's got to come in from here. Is that not what's happening up here? Interesting. Because I didn't put it here. How is that passing? Thank you, Todd. Because it didn't care. These don't care? They should care. Solve value 5. Are these passing? They are, right? They're passing. There's only one failed. Okay. I'm a little confused about why the other ones are passing. Did I? Oh, I'm calling it. It's not. It's state. Okay, so because why would we need to all the time? And then group. So board and group. And then we set the current board and group value. Cool. So it is not props, it is state. State. I send a lot through. And we're back to, oh, totally unhappy. What is that? What are you unhappy about now? Your faction. Aha! That's exactly right. So, interesting. So maybe I do need to try and catch. Because that is the error. And errors show up in tests as well. And so if we try and then catch the error, but we want to send the error boundary that there's an error. How would we do that? Let's look at the docs again. All right, so we're throwing it. Woo! What is this one? Mock. Oh, I did that. Okay. Look at this again. I wonder if this has some, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, we might have to. I think it's fine. Do. That's not really helpful. It's like, that's just the mock. That's fine. Okay, let's see if there's more in here about, so we have to make an error boundary. But how do you like get through the test? Yes. Why not use try catch? Okay. Yes. But I wonder if error boundary catches it. All right. Well, let's see. I have a feeling we're not. There's more to do, but let's go ahead and implement error boundary. And right. Let's go ahead and implement this and see where we are. Okay. So I need a new file. In the same area is fine. New. In here, are we gonna need anywhere else? I don't think so. I'm trying to think if the other. Well, if we do, we can move it. But oh, I gotta sit so I don't cough here. Ah, sorry. Still gonna cough. It's just some allergies. Okay. New file. Error bound. boundary. I've totally forgotten how to spell boundary. I think that's wrong. Oh, maybe that's right. Let's control. Oops, sorry. Boundary. Okay, spelling. Yay, spelling. All right, we need to import React. Could just do that as what we've been doing. Yeah. But never used. I would say we have to export it. Yeah. Yep. And then we'll bring it in other places. And then this is error boundary. Okay. Yeah, export that. Okay. And then let's add this dot state equals no. Oh, sorry. It's inside there. Message equals nothing right now. No, sorry. Colon. Okay. Cool. And then I don't even log to my service. That's okay. Error info. I wonder, I don't know what's on error. I'm going to have to look at JavaScript. Error. Error. Is it like message? I don't know what it is. Yeah, just the properties. There are different error types. Yes. Just do an error, control new error. And then do I have to put prototype? Probably not. I can probably just put message. Boo. What are these? Thumbs down. All right. So I think it's just a message. All right. Set state, and we'll just. And then error message. Dot message. I don't know what that info is from. Info. Well, does it say in the docs like what that info is from? What is info? Info. Call did catch. Component did catch. Maybe let's look up that because I don't know what that is. What is info? What is? So some error. Right. Yes, that's lovely. But What is the info? Where's that coming from? What does it have in it? Because there's the error. Like, why doesn't the error have everything? Like, what is the purpose of info? Okay, info. Aha! It is the component stack trace of which component has thrown this error. That's very important for reporting, not for showing back to the user. So you're gonna thank you for your. So I think I haven't set that up yet. I'm gonna just, and we might, but for now I'm just gonna put an underscore, like we're not using you, and leave it like that. um, all right, so, all right, error message, and then we render custom callback. I don't know if it's in each one. This is Toddle told me this part. Oops, sorry, totally wiping away my makeup. All right, I'm just gonna make it a little paragraph for now. He'll give me the design of this later. And instead of that, we will put in our state.error message. Okay. And that is our, yeah, okay. I can't put any, I don't need that. Okay. Great, now we use it in our presale form. Going to import error boundary. It's not used yet. And we will put it around. Where do we want our error? That'll also be up to Todd's design. But I'm kind of assuming it is at the top of all this. We can sort of talk about where it goes. It can't go like at the top of the page. A lot of Todd's designs have had like this lovely banner at the top, but it can't do it. It has to be in the little section. So I think it'll be just surrounding this whole thing. So we can just error boundary, that's what I meant. And then the whole thing, right? Because it's going to render the children. All right. I think that is it. Are my lines going to go away? Are you catching up? What's it upset with now? Are you upset? What? That should all be all what it is. Let's go back to the docs today. All right. And then you just use it. There we go. Oh, the slash is on the wrong side. Whoops. Silly. Okay. Duh. All right. Now you're happy? Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, editor. All right. So let's check the test. Did we do it? I don't know. I kind of think we probably didn't. Oh, it's giving me a different error again. Let's just run it again. Back to this error. What? Received 0. Which test is this? 95. Let's just make sure I'm on the right. Like what test? Is it in fact the older one? Yeah, the newer one. Yeah. Okay, so 95. Hmm. Well, although I just found something I should fix, but um, it's not really going to fix it. It's just going to be easier to read. Um, okay. Right. So the current growing ends that, and then you want it. One should be called. It didn't. Do we fix something? Do we? Uh, did we break something here? Um. When we render it, uh, are we setting that state? I think so. When it mounts, this should be saying this should be mocked out to return 1, and so it should be 1. All right. I know I didn't really change anything. Um, hmm, it's not. Wait a second. So what am I missing? That's it from the test. Okay. Current value is the const. current value. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me just. Okay. So still. Okay. All right. We're back to this, which is kind of where I thought we'd be. Um. So, morning, Mike. How are you? I only have a couple more minutes, but I'm so glad you could join. Um, so I hadn't looked over there in a minute. Yeah, we're in the middle of figuring out testing an error. And so I know there's a way. I just have to look up the syntax. Um, More coffee, please. I know. Here we go. I'll do that. So, I believe there's something in jest where you say, "Hey, there's going to be an error with error," something like that. Um, so let's look up the syntax for that. I don't recall that off the top of my head. Just how to expect error. Here we go. How to test a function that expected to throw an error, because that's what we're doing. All right. 3 minutes, hopefully less, except it's got to load. There we go. Maybe. Throw an error. Aha. But I also want to see the that it's gonna. Okay. Well, it's a unit test. It's not really okay. Expect it to throw. Uh-huh. Mm. So, yeah, so it's expected to throw. I guess we could add a test for error boundary because this is not really a unit test as much as like a implementation kind of integration-y test. Hmm. Hmm. I may not be able to do it this way. Mhm. How to how to expect error message. Mm, let's see. LinkedIn. I don't know. Okay, well, we wanted to make sure the error message we would so it throws the error. Yeah, and then I guess we could mock out the new error boundary and say that it like I guess the other test would be if we wanted to see the text show up, it would be to like mock out what error boundary is doing. Cool. All right. Let's just get it to stop doing that. I don't know that it's going to do this. um okay, I'm sorry. What was the actual syntax again? Haha. We went to here. Oh, no. I should open that in a new page. No, it takes forever. It was like a crazy big image. There it goes. And it was just expect. So you call it, you click, and then you expect. Or let's see. No, you expect that to throw an error. That's what it is. Let's see where he got to at the end here. Expect blah blah to throw. Okay. Well, we've seen the error. Okay. All right. So that is. Do we await it? Hmm. 'Cause this is calling that out now. So it's expect I think we still need to await expect blah 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 by now. Whoops, sorry. Woo, where'd we go? By now to throw no. uh, to throw blah blah. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Are we gonna have to import something else? Your faction cannot mint yet. Oh no, there it is. Okay. All right. See if we can get that. My my computer's now checking. No, okay. It didn't do it? What did it do? Uh, received has value true. Oh, okay. Match error. Maybe the thing we're looking at is a little old. Okay, to throw received value must be a function. Type received has value. Let's look up to throw. See what the newest and greatest on that is. Because this might just be old there. Just to throw. Ooh, async. Let's look at what it's expecting. It did a thing. Expect. It comes up so big. Okay, let's just find to throw and let's wrap the code in a function. Oh, will not be caught and the assertion will fail. Oh, like this. What? Interesting. Regular expression, string, error message includes a substring, blah, blah. Interesting. You wrap the code in a function. Okay. It wants to be a function. It's very different than Ruby. Okay. In that way, I was like, I have to wrap it in a function. All right. So expect one more time the function to throw the function that is a function. Okay. Throw. Okay. This is the action. Hmm. All right, well, try it. It feels wrong. But okay. And then here be that. Okay. All right, what happens? No. Okay. So like not a thing. Syntax error. Missing semicolon. A semicolon? Where would the semicolon go? Let's try that again. Missing a semicolon. Received function did not throw. Well, because that doesn't actually throw it. Yeah, see, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not. So you click that. Okay, let's go back to the docs. I got to stop soon. This is very unit testy. Yuck, octopus flavor. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I will keep looking at this. But that's where we are for today. We got a lot done, though. We put in that error boundary. I'm kind of thinking that probably if I like ran the code in the browser, it would work. It's just about seeing if the how to compose this test. Um, so that's where we are. And we will have a programming note. Yes, I believe next week we will still live code, but then we'll be taking some time off as we'll be traveling. And it's much harder to do this whole setup while traveling. So, not that I won't be working a little. Um, and in the US, we have Thanksgiving, and then we're still out of town the next Thursday. So, but next Thursday, I will be here wrangling with something else probably. But thank you so much for coming by. And yeah, again, a plug for adultfantasy.io. Go ahead and go there and join the Discord and come see what all this exciting fun is about. All right. Have a good day, everyone. And as I wave, I find the end broadcast button. All right. Bye bye. Bye, Mike. See you soon. Bye.